All right, Arkansas and Alabama. As we go back to the SEC, Alabama 19.5 point home favorites, 48.5 being the total here in this game. Arkansas, a valiant effort against Ole Miss, but their offense is starting to concern me a little bit. That's 2 weeks in a row against A&M and Ole Miss that they can't get things going. KJ Jefferson's been, pedestrian, average at best. The run game has been spotty. That's not what I need going into Tuscaloosa. And the one thing about Alabama is that the defense has still been pretty solid. They're not giving up anything on the ground. And this is an Arkansas offense, that has struggled to run the football. So even though they got Raheem Sanders, they've really struggled to run the football. And quite honestly, the passing game hasn't been much better. I'm not saying I'm laying Alabama, but I worry about this. I worry if Arkansas can score enough points to stay in this game. And all of a sudden, don't look now, but Jalen Milroe against Texas A&M last week, and then the week before against Mississippi State, although last week he did it against a pretty good team and a pretty good defense, he's starting to get it going. He's starting to get some confidence. He's starting to get some chemistry with his receivers. That was the best he's looked throwing the football against a really good team and a pretty good defense in A&M last week on the road. I was impressed. I had to upgrade Jalen Milroe as a quarterback following that game against Texas A&M last week. I don't know if I'm going to move on this game as of right now, but I'd be worried about taking even all these points with Arkansas. I'd be worried about their ability to move the football. And I'd also be worried about the improvement we're seeing in the passing game from Jalen Milroe and the Crimson Tide offense. What do you think here, Connor?
Yeah, I just Bama back here at home. I think they get the win. I lean that way. Arkansas, I think they've been flat both sides of the ball. Some of their defensive ranks are okay, but not really. And on offense, they haven't been able to get it done. Obviously, big win on the road, though. Maybe this is a little bit flat for Alabama. And I got to see more, though, from Milroe. I props to him the last couple weeks. But this is a ton of points. This is one I wanted to go through a little bit more through the week.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those where look, I respect Alabama. That was going going on the road against Texas A&M and really having themselves one hell of a really solid offensive performance, especially Jalen Milroe. So when I look at this matchup, to me, yeah, I worry about Arkansas. And like I said,
look at their offensive numbers. Yeah, it's just
that's
awful.
The one thing. Last couple of years, they've been pretty good on offense. Arkansas, they're not that same offense, especially the last couple of weeks. They have struggled.